What's up? Today I want to talk about being the best brand ambassador for your brand. See, before I got into remodeling, I was living in the marketing world, like promotional marketing or experiential marketing, experience marketing, creating an experience for people. I started out in radio and I worked my way through radio and I ended up on morning shows, realized I really miss being in front of people. And then I started looking for more jobs that were like promotional marketing jobs. Fairs, festivals, events, concerts, whatever I could do, I would jump in with marketing tours, and these tours would go all over the country. I was usually stationary in the beginning, and then I realized, wow, these people get paid to travel the country. I want to do that. So that's how I ended up traveling the country, working for big brands. And that's why I want to give you 3 takeaways from my experience in brand and experiential and promotional marketing that could really help you out. Number 1, always be branded. Just like that. Make sure your brand is consistent. Make sure you're proud to wear the outfit you're wearing. One of the biggest things that always jumped out to me was when we joined like a large marketing team and they just bought the cheapest shirts they could find and they slapped a logo on it. They didn't fit right. You sweat weird in them. They were all wrinkly. They were just not a good quality product. Then I joined a Top Fuel dragster team for Geico, and they gave us Nike gear. We were part of that team and we matched. And not only was it just Nike gear, but it was fitted Nike gear. And let me tell you, when I put on the fitted Nike shirt, I stood prouder, I stood taller, and it hit me immediately. I'm like, wow, like I'm part of this team and I got this Geico racing polo on, and it also was such good quality. It didn't wrinkle every time you put it in your suitcase, which is very important living on the road. So really get yourself dialed into something you're proud to wear and make sure it matches your brand. And trust me, when you're proud to wear something, your employees will be proud to wear it. Your customers are going to want to wear them. They're great gifts. They're great giveaways. Heck, if you got the right branding, you could even sell it. Number 2, it's always your party. See, when I would work at all these fairs and festivals and concerts or whatever I was doing, it was usually under a tent. And when somebody came up to our tent, I had to act like we were the best tent in the world, and I made sure these people were greeted and they had fun, and I thanked them for coming. You have to create a very fun environment anywhere you go, even if it's not your party. If you're wearing your brand and you're walking into a room, you better start shaking hands. You better start telling people, thanks for coming out. It's not your party. And always being the first person to go after somebody and shake their hand to meet them or thank them for coming, they will always remember that. Number 3. Fitting I chose this for number 3 because I call it my 3x3 method. So here's a perfect example of the 3x3 rule using a jar of pre-workout I have in my closet. 3 of the top ingredients in here, you absolutely are going to have caffeine. There's 333 milligrams of caffeine. You're going to have 200 milligrams of alpha size. And while that sounds like it's about your size, it's actually really good for your brain and your focus. And it has some beta alanine in it, which is going to help your strength, your endurance, and your muscle growth. 3 things about a second thing. And if you want to buy some, just make sure you use my promo code BuckedUpRyan1. That'll get you 20% off. It actually gives me a little bit of a kickback at 20% off too. It costs you nothing. It's going to save you money rather than paying retail. Boom. That's 3 things about 3 things. I just read the label. I knew what's in it, but you know what I mean. So finally, I want to touch on the last thing I said, a call to action. Even if you aren't working under a tent at a fair or festival and you're at a meeting or you're in the elevator, always have a call to action. Always direct somebody to your Instagram, to your web page, to your business card. Tell them why they need to call you. Tell them why they should call you. Leave them with a great lasting impression. Don't just slip the business card in their hand or say, yeah, you should call me. Find me online. No, don't find me online. Hey, let me see your phone real quick. I'm going to put it on my Instagram so we can follow each other. If you're in business, do business and do it well. Hold your head high, be branded well, know about your product. If you know 3 things about 3 things, you're going to talk all day, I promise you. Super simple video. I hope that helps you out. If you need any more help, just hit me up. I love this stuff. I could talk about it all day. Love yourself, love each other. I'll see you tomorrow.